Hi my gourmet cooks out there, and welcome back to another video with Glameres Gems Gourmet Recipes. What's on the menu is cube steak with gravy, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the ingredients. I have vegetable oil, cornstarch, flour, salt, onion, garlic powder, seasoned salt, black pepper, gravy, minced garlic and onion, and of course your cube steak. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into the recipe. So right here I'm going ahead and just I'm gonna cut my cube steak up into strips, and it's very important when you do this, you want to kind of cut against the grain of the meat. It's going to help cook it evenly and help it get nice and tender. Some people even tenderize it, like beating it with a rolling pin, but that's basically what I'm doing here. Just gonna go ahead and cut it up in strips and get it prepared to be seasoned. So this is how you want your cube steak to look once you've cut it up. So now we're going to go ahead and start seasoning the meat. So in a bowl, you're going to add in your garlic powder. You're going to go ahead and add in your onion powder. And then the next thing I'm going to go ahead and add is my seasoned salt. And then once you're done adding your seasoning salt, you want to go ahead and add in some black pepper. I'm going to add in some salt, and I'll have all of the measurements in the description box below. I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, and that's just going to give it a nice flavor. And then you want to evenly distribute all of that seasoning in. Just mix it with your hands, just like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a cup of flour, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on the meat and mix this around evenly. You want the meat to soak up the flour because we are going to fry this meat, so it's going to give it a nice batter. So once I added this cup of flour, I noticed that I needed just a tad bit more. You want to heat up your pan with some oil, and you're going to add in your cube steak into the oil. Now from us mixing it around, it's kind of clumped together, so you'll see me here just kind of separating the meat with my little tongs. And this will just basically fry until it's a nice golden brown color. So right here you see it's a nice golden color, so you want it to look just like this, and you'll remove it, and I let it cook until maybe 5 to 6 minutes on each side, so you just want to watch it. But it looks just like that, and you'll go ahead and add in additional batches until you have all of your cube steak cooked up. In another heated pan, add in some olive oil. You're going to add in butter, and you're going to add in your cut up onions, and you'll saute these until they're mildly translucent. At this time we're going to add in the cube steak, and we're going to just evenly incorporate all of the onions with the cube steak, because now we're going to go ahead and start making our gravy. Add in some Italian seasoning just to give it a nice flavor, and we're going to now add in our gravy. And what I always do is put a little bit of water in my jar and shake it up, and then I'll go ahead and add the water and rest of the gravy into the pan. And I'm going to add in some seasoning from my beef stew seasoning just to give it a rich flavor, and mix all of that around. And you'll let this simmer with the lid on for about maybe 10 to 15 minutes. Sometimes, you know, you could even let it sit for an hour. You just want to reduce your heat to low, and it's going to really tenderize that meat, and all of those flavors will just come together. So once I have everything done, I'll show you how I plate it. All Alrighty, so this is my finished cube steak, and I just have it over a bed of mashed potatoes. I do have a recipe, so I'll go ahead and link that for you if you want to check out how I make my mashed potatoes. But yes, you can see the gravy, you see the meat, you can see the minced garlic in there and the onions. So it definitely came out to be really good and very delicious. If you all are liking videos like this, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. That way you're notified every time I post a new video. And it's always my pleasure to show you all how I make these lovely recipes. And I will hope to see y'all in the next video. Bye.